By the description of its own users, the Los Angeles, California W6NUT repeater is a home for those hams that nobody else wants. Now the FCC may be getting ready to serve an eviction notice. Rick Lindquist and 1RL of the ARRL Audio News has the story.
The FCC has launched a review into the operation of the W6NUT 2-meter repeater in the Los Angeles area. FCC Special Counsel for Amateur Radio Enforcement, Riley Hollingsworth, wrote the repeater's trustee, Catherine Tucker, AA6TK, and 2 W6NUT users regarding lengthy broadcasts made over the repeater in early February. Hollingsworth told Tucker that the FCC has received complaints that control operators and the repeater licensee, in his words, fail to address long periods of jamming by users, broadcasting, music playing, as well as a plethora of other violations, end quote. Hollingsworth cited one transmission of more than 2 hours on the evening of February 1st and 2nd that included music and commentaries on many of the songs. A similar lengthy broadcast aired over W6NUT a few evenings later, he said. Both transmissions repeatedly timed out the machine, Hollingsworth said, and there was no evidence that a control operator was present at any time. In separate letters to Ted R. Sorensen III, KC6PQW, and Gregory S. Cook, KC6USO, Hollingsworth cited monitoring information alleging that Sorensen actually transmitted both broadcasts. On the first occasion, on February 1st and 2nd, Sorensen is said to have acted in concert with Cook, who was hooked in via phone patch. The second similar transmission, February 4th and 5th, was said to have featured only Cook, again via phone patch, to Sorensen's transmitter, Hollingsworth said. Hollingsworth requested that all 3 licensees respond to the allegations within 20 days. In addition, he asked Tucker to furnish specific details about the W6NUT repeater system, including names of control operators on duty on the 2 evenings in question. Cook's license is due to expire May 7th, 2001. Hollingsworth advised Cook that his renewal application would not be routinely granted unless these issues are resolved, and that his renewal application could wind up being designated for hearing. I'm Rick Lindquist, N1RL.
What about the reaction of the users of the W6NUT repeater? Since it's in Newsline's backyard, we listened for several hours right after the announcement of the FCC investigation was made public. 3 distinct opinions seem to have arisen. The first group look at the government action as a challenge that they intend to ignore. Yet another group indicates they'll challenge any FCC edict to straighten up and that they continue their nonconformist operations as they have for years. But it's the last group that may put the city and the region on edge. They ask if the FCC is ready to accept responsibility for what will happen if the W6NUT repeater gets shut down and their kind are forced to invade other repeaters.